Hi, Linda Bowenty here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. It's Tuesday and Fancy Fold, and today I am sharing a Fancy Fold that I learned during my recent team challenge. This card was submitted by Nancy Stedman, and I am going to use that card layout, but use the ink and tiled suite. Technically, I'm only going to be using the stamp set on this card, but for my monthly customer appreciation tutorial, I have a whole group of cards done with this beautiful suite of products. Love the colors. So let's go ahead and get started. I have already done all my stamping. I am going to be using the inked Botanical Designer Series paper. I have two pieces. One measures 2 by 5 3/8. The other one is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm going to bring in my trimmer. I've already cut this paper at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and we are going to score it at the 2 1/8 and the 4 1/4. Now I call all my cards with different folds. I used to call them creative folds, and I used to have names for them all, but nowadays there's so many of them out there that I'm not really sure what to call them, so we're just calling them fancy fold. I would say definitely the main base is a Z of fold, and what we're going to do next is we're just going to adhere that Designer Series paper. I'm going light with my adhesives because I cannot believe I am like out of adhesives. I'm out of the multi-purpose glue. I'm out of my Stamp & Seal Plus. It's like I can't wait till my order comes in. So I'm just putting the Designer Series paper on the back and on that first flap. Like I said, I have already done the stamping. I love the colors in the Designer Series paper. It's got the Calypso Coral, the Crushed Curry, and the Lost Lagoon, which is a new color. We're going to put a piece of Very Vanilla. This measures 2 by 5 3/8, and I have taken my markers and colored in the flowers. Again, Calypso Coral, and Crushed Curry, and the Lost Lagoon. So we've got that. That goes in the inside flap, and that allows you a place to write. Next, what I have is a piece of the Lost Lagoon. This measures 1 3/4 by 3. We're going to bring in my trimmer again, and we are going to score it at 3/4, 1.5 inches, and 2 1/4. So we have 4 equal score marks. We're going to go ahead and fold that in half. We are going to take the folded side and put it on the outside here. We're going to put adhesive on this piece, kind of put on a little more adhesive because that's going to be in the fold of our card. I am just basically eyeballing the middle. You could measure so that it would be exactly in the middle. So we have it glued down on the one side, and then we're just going to fold that over and glue it on the other side, and then we're just going to close our card like so. I've already taken and have stamped 2 of the leaves. Now this inked and tile is a bundle, but it's got a punch, not die. So I fussy cut my leaves after stamping them in the Lost Lagoon. I have used my stylish shapes and used the squares and did the small vanilla and then the Lost Lagoon, again colored with my markers, and I have 2 of those. Then I have a piece of the Lost Lagoon. This measures 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and then I have 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 for the vanilla. Again, I used my markers, and what we're going to do, I want to do this first. I want to put this piece in here like so. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the one corner. There's going to be no bending back and forth with that because we have this in the middle. So we're just going to add that right about there, I think. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put these here. So again, make sure that you do not put too much adhesive. You just want the corners. We're going to line it up with the tip here and the tip there. And then the one at the bottom. Let's see, let's go like right there. I think this needs to be moved up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and put these two on first. And then that way we can judge, because I want the hello friend to be showing through. So we've got those there. Now let's put this in. And we can line that up better. So we've got the hello friend. Isn't that fun? Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take those leaves and we're going to tuck them underneath. Let's see how we may need to trim them a little bit to get them underneath like I want them. This one won't be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and add a couple glue dots on that. This gives us some dimension to our card. So we've got that. Tuck that down in, like so. Like I said, I think I'm going to trim this one to make it smaller to make sure that it fits on my card good. And we will tuck that underneath here. And there you have a fun, like I said, I would say a pop-up Z fold. Better just to call it a fancy fold. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thanks, Nancy, for sharing this layout with us. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.